so it is about 6:40. Just finished up reading the Bible for a little bit. Took a few notes. Right now I'm reading Ecclesiastes, and a lot of it's just going over vanity and, the purpose, the true purpose in one's life instead of focusing on worldly things. Right, I'm going more in depth on those specific things when we start doing the 75 hard, which is probably next week. My mom starts getting me like healthy meals and stuff when she's going out, I think this weekend, to get me my food. That's when I'm gonna lock in on the 75 hard. But for now, I'm just enjoying, just doing what I'm doing right now. So whenever I get that, that's when I'm gonna start, doing the readings every single day after I hit the gym. I'm gonna hop on YouTube, make a video every single day talking about something, whether it's in Ecclesiastes or something else that I'm reading in the Bible, right? But yeah, I just did that, took a few notes, and then right now it's like 6:40. I'm literally just doing research, bro, on how to fix this desk. I got a new standing desk, right? And like there's a fat wobble on it, bro. It's literally just wobbling, and it's not side to side. It's like front to back, and bro, like I type, and like the whole screens are just like shaking like crazy, bro. So I can't do that. Yeah, bro, watch this. The whole thing shakes, bro. So I gotta lock in, bro. I think I gotta redo the screws, so I'll do that, and hopefully it doesn't wobble as much, because that's mad annoying, bro, and it's hard to focus. So, yeah. The eats have been acquired. We burnt the toast or the bagel a little bit, but got that, some protein bars, buttered coffee, cranberries, because we have no other fruit. We also have no eggs, so had to clutch up with just the bagels, but chilling. All right, so this morning we are looking for higher prices, right? We have this hourly high right here that we are about to swing, and the next target after that, if we continue displacing past this high, which is another 70 something points. Hold up, let me check it on NASDAQ. No, it's like a whole 400 points. Yeah, so I have to use like an off-brand NASDAQ. Swiss quote US Tech 100. Like the price is moving the same way, but have to use this since the NASDAQ has the delay, and I'm only going to be probably paper trading for like the next few weeks until I get good profitable stats again, which I am working on right now. I'm just going to be paper trading, so I have to use this if I want to paper trade. But pretty much, yeah, once we swing this high, we have what? Maybe, yeah. Oh wait, hold up. No shot, wait. Okay. My bad. So this is the next target after this high swept, but that's only 70 points, so that's really, really achievable. And then past this point, next target is up here. This is going to be a very, we don't have to hit this high, but like if we absolutely rip higher, this is the next target, right? This is the next target. This is NFP. We released bullish, so we could easily see a huge expansion today, 400 points, but I don't know. We'll just see. We'll do what market gives us. We'll do with what the market gives us. And yeah, but for now, expecting most likely these two highs to hit, and from there we'll see how we react from it, and see if we're gonna be bullish or bearish from there. But that's pretty much the buys for now. So yeah. All right, so this was a trade that we ended up taking on our paper account. Right, we had a good expansion out of it, out of the range we were in. Right, confirming right here on the 5-minute that we are going to continue higher. We started getting some really, really bullish closes. We have a 5-minute gap right here, as you can see. Right here, dumped all the way down into it, completely refilled it, and then got a really bullish close. That's really, really confirming that we're at least going to take out these draws on liquidity right here. Okay, right now it's chopping, obviously, but once you respected that 5-minute gap, we got a really, really good displacement right here. And this is where I entered, right? This is really, really late. Put my stop loss in this area right here for a 1-to-1 to my draw on liquidity. As you can see, we ran higher, swept this high, which should have been my break even, right? And then we dumped lower. I trailed stop. I don't know why I trailed stop, but I trailed stopped around this area right here, got stopped out, and now we're just chopping. Okay, but this, I asked my my mentor, and he said that I should have entered, oh shoot, right here. Okay, we got the 5-minute gap tap. We're getting really, really good displacement. Yes, at this time, we have not inversed this gap right here yet, but right, we barely, like almost inversed it, but we did not. He said I should have taken it right here though, stop loss in this area down here below that order block. Target right here for 1.5R, and this would have definitely been a break even. 100% this would have been a break even. But with us not inversing this gap right here by like literally like a tick, I didn't take it, and he said pretty much like this is just at this point, again, like you don't want the model to be completely mechanical. We tapped in that 5-minute, we got a really solid, good retrace, and we got a good buy up out of it, but we haven't inversed it yet. If I'm gonna take a long right here, which is most likely the next candle is gonna be like around this area. If we're still bullish and we're still pumping, we're gonna be around this area. So this is gonna be a really, really close BE, and it likely, if we take this and we don't pump straight through, we're just gonna chop, right? We're gonna reverse completely. So I entered right here, held right here. I didn't really, typically I would go break even right here if we close above this next high, but just with like intuition, what he's taught me as well, like, and a scenario like this, low volatility, like these aren't just the most absolutely bullish candles ripping. If this one was like closed up here in this area, would have went break even. But this is kind of a weak close, trailed my stop instead, and I just got cooked. Right, so tough lesson to learn. But again, this is why I'm on paper. This is why I'm back testing right now, every single day. So yeah, I mean, like it's okay. We learned from the mistake, and it is all good. This would have been a good break even. There was one guy in the Discord that actually did take this. But other than that, probably just going to play a little bit games for like 20, 30 minutes and then see what the trade results in and then go for a walk. So, yeah.
Really? Do you ever think about me? Really, if you're honest with me, I'd like to say this to you.
Makers.
Who else you thinking about? I can't be calling your phone every day. Who else you thinking about? This ain't loyal, then it's gonna spoil your heart like a trash, you could take it out. Quit making a they complain about. She lay on the couch, I'm all in the crouch. Then we break up, then we make up, then we break up and make up. We then Jamaica, we that Bojangles, we then that back up Bottega. I ordered that Jacob, I'm over the radar, you chasing that in that paper. I slow it all down with that maple. They know I got too many flavors. And she fell in love with her neighbor. If I hit it once and I hit it again. Facing them by the 10. Hell, blowing in the wind. Stopping in town and I beat it down and I'm back on the road again. She coming no low with friends. She know I got like I'm Prince. They print it, I get it, I count every penny. You know I got plenty of Benjis. In that new condominium, we on the balcony. We looking over the city. She know she gotta come treat the kid just like a bachelor. We never showing no pity. You got a business, then I gotta be the ambassador. We got it started in Philly. Who else you thinking about? I can't be calling your phone every day. Who else you thinking about? This ain't loyal, then it's gonna spoil your heart like a trash, you could take it out. Quit making a they complain about. She lay on the couch, I'm all in the crouch. Then we break up,
All right, so we just finished up a workout as well as doing an exam. We just did our final exam as well. So got some chicken right here, some raw chicken, defrosted it overnight, and we're about to put it in here in the air fryer. And yeah. All right, so we cooked up the chicken, we air fried it. Pretty much you put it in there for 400 for like 15 minutes, bro. It comes out. We have no ketchup, bro. We got like typically we got no sugar, like sugar-free ketchup, just all natural, but we do not have that. So we got the Chick-fil-A sauce. We got the protein shake, right, which is not my favorite either. Got some pumpkin seeds as well as the Nutri-Grain bar. So kind of in the trenches right now with the whole healthy foods other than the chicken. But we are locking in soon once my mom finally goes to the grocery store this weekend and goes on like her little grocery haul. We'll have all the healthy foods that I am going to be eating this summer for 75 hard, and we are not going to be eating protein shakes, any of that. We're just going to be straight up eating chicken, beef, eggs, rice, sweet potatoes every single day, bro. But about to watch some YouTube while eating, and yeah, we'll go over the trade after this. Alright, well, as you can see, the play did end up playing out, right? Draw on liquidity was hit. Sent out to the Discord in the morning that I wanted to see 20,200 if we get a good expansion right here above that first 1 hour high, right? We did. We got that good 5-minute candle closure right there. And then from there, wanted to see this 5-minute gap respected. Longs sent to the highs. This should have been a break-even trade with all this chop. Should have entered down here. But other than that, I'm glad because the draw on liquidity was hit once again. Calls in the Discord are correct. Setup was solid. It's just I made one small mistake. And at this point, it's really just small mistakes that are holding me back. So just got to continue showing up, continue back testing a little bit every single day, continue to, show up to the live markets. And, soon enough, I'll begin to figure this out.
They complain about. She lay on the couch, I'm all in the crouch. Then we break up, then we make up, then we break up and make up. Then Jamaica, then Bojangles, then that back up Bottega. I ordered the Jacob, I'm over the radar, you chasing that in that paper. I slow it all down with that maple. And know I got too many flavors. Young Gunna got too many flavors, they all sitting pretty with white on their toes. High-end design on the clothes. Right back of the rose. That might lay y'all up in her face when they come to that throat. She go. She swallow it all in no choke. I'm pulling up on her for show. I pee that you wanted and give you no warning. We always gon' fuck with you, honey. Had a few shots and I took her right back to the spot. And I gave her the to the morning. She like a shot, I've been flipping her inside and out. I said to never get boring. She said she think about me every time I leave out. She need to keep a recording. Who else you thinking about? I can't be calling your phone every day. Who else you thinking about? This ain't loyal, then it's gonna spoil your heart like a trash, you can take it out. Quit making a they complain about. She lay on the couch, I'm all in the crouch. Then we break up, then we make up, then we break up and make up. Then Jamaica, then Bojangles, then that back up Bottega. I ordered the Jacob, I'm over the radar, you chasing that in that paper. I slow it all down with that maple. And now I got too many flavors.
Alright, so we ended off the trading day up. So we started the day with $500 profit on the, it was like a fresh new 5-day free trial yesterday. And then today we took 2 L's and then 1 break even and then 2 wins. So we can go over those real quick. The first 2 L's, I do not believe I was, mad that I lost them. So everything made sense. Everything checked off. Took this inversion right here. Very, very kind of small inversion, but we expect this 1-minute gap. And we got a good, solid displacement right here. Obviously, that was a loss. That was a good loss in my opinion. There was nothing, wrong with that. That's just statistical. And then this 1-minute loss, I don't know why. I forgot to do the other data on it, the other time frames. But we got this nice inversion right here. And then, obviously, you can see it's completely flipped. I don't know why I lost to either. This is just a bad week in my opinion. 2 losses in a row, lately hasn't been happening much. Third trade was a win. So we got that 50-minute gap tap, got an expansion higher. This was the 1-minute inversion, longs right here, stop loss to break even. Once we swept this high, not right here, but because we pretty much created equal highs right here. But we ticked it right here, went to break even, rode higher to that next high. So that was a good trade right there. And then we got 1 break even right here, which is unfortunate, right? Ran pretty far and to take profit, as you can see, but we went break even at this low. I don't know if I should have went breaking out this low or not. I don't know if I should have waited for more displacement past these lows since this was kind of low volatility. I don't know. That's something that me and my mentor will review soon. We ended up moving the call not from from tonight to tomorrow, so we'll have to do that on the weekend a little bit, sadly. But this is the last trade right here of the day. We got huge moves right here, expecting a continuation right here to this area in price as well as up here. This was eventually hit as well, but I just targeted that first hourly high because I already had such a high RR anyway. So we had a huge expansion. We got that 1 minute retrace. This is good enough. Nice 1 minute gap. Really, really, really solid flip out of it. Really bullish candle right here. We tap into that gap, reject from it, close nicely, and then we get this extremely bullish candle that is bigger than all of these bearish candles in this retrace, which is a very, very good sign. Run this high. It's very, very close, so I wanted to see displacement on this one. Only time where I may not, I'm not going to look for displacement above the break-even high is when we may have like a high like right here in this area that, okay, we're going to hit and then we're going to go. But with this right here, low volatility candles, not the best, these 3 candles, we can easily chop it here, tap into this fair value gap, and then reject. So that's exactly what I did. Ran that high, finally went break even, ran for the 2.2R, and it ended off the day up, I believe we were up 1,400 or 1,500. So pretty much we gained $1,000 today, even though we lost 2 trades. We made it back immediately, and then we had 1 break even. So ended off the day up $1,500 on the back testing account, which is not bad. Continuously getting better with this model, dude. I'm trading really, really rough months right now, but with what my mentor has taught me recently in these one-on-ones has helped tremendously, right? I'm gonna keep on showing up every single day, continue showing up for the one-on-ones, and I'm gonna give him a great testimony, bro. If he continues to help me fix this problem, I'm not gonna say anything about who he is or what he's doing yet. You'll probably already know, but for the time being, I'm not going to say anything about who he is, just because I don't want y'all to end up buying his mentorship, and then a week or 2 from now he falls off, kind of like Cole did, and then he just doesn't respond to me anymore. So, gonna actually see if this guy I want to actually see if this guy sticks with me, but. For now, bro, I've only been in the mentorship 2 weeks, and I've had better backtesting stats than I ever have. I'm winning more trades than ever. I'm avoiding so many losses with a few things. It's very small things that he's realized in my losing trades that me, as well as not me, that I, as well as a lot of other people, a lot of other friends in my Discord that can't even realize, what I'm doing wrong. They can't pinpoint it because they don't trade, a similar way. We all trade completely different ways. So getting this insight and getting this actual help that I've been applying and it's been avoiding me from so many losses is actually insane. It's actually insane. He told me in one of I think it was the second one-on-one call, he said, you know exactly what an A+ setup looks like with this model. You know exactly what it looks like. Your problem is you're taking trades that aren't A+, okay? And, at the time I look at things, okay, that's the A+ setup, but it's just small things that he has taught me that is like, okay, if that does happen, that is an A+. I need to wait through that, see what happens, and then take my trade. And that's where I win trades. That's where I avoid losses. That's where I even avoid break-evens and knowing that, okay, this is a little chop. This is not the best price action. I'm going to stay out of this. And it has helped tremendously. So I'm going to keep on updating y'all. Follow my Instagram if y'all haven't already. I literally update y'all every single day on the trades I take, the backtesting trades, how everything's going so far with this process, with this new mentor, etc. So other than that, everything is going great so far. Making just small improvements over time throughout this week, throughout last week. Just very, very small improvements each and every single day. So, man, I'm happy for it. I'm happy that I'm finally getting somewhat of results after putting in so much work. But other than that, yeah. All right, so just finished up reading for a bit. Read my book over there, the Bitcoin Standards, as well as obviously the Bible. Going more into Ecclesiastes. Obviously, again, I'm making a whole pretty much series on this coming up in the next week. So I will be going over this just very shortly. Just a very, very small part of it. So what I'll be talking about is Ecclesiastes 5:4. Okay. Ecclesiastes 5:4. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. play that which thou hast vowed. Okay, so pretty much what that's saying is that we must always be very wary of our promises to God, of our vows to God. And, recently I've always been struggling with it, and it's just something that is a habit for me. And I always seem to do it, right? And it's not good for my connection with God. And especially, a month or two ago when I made a promise to him and I broke it. And I was very, 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 very broken. And I was very apologetic and like asking forgiveness over and over and over again. But this is just different. And I finally see it in the Bible that I made a grave mistake. And I made a vow to God, and I did it lightly. I did it so that I would have, my back against the wall, and that is not a good place to make a promise to God with. And I messed up, and I ruined that promise. I broke that promise. And immediately, bro, I read that. I did some research online. I prayed to God, bro. I got on my knees and I asked for, forgiveness, bro. I repented. And I don't know how much that is going to do for what I have done. But y'all need to learn to be God-fearing, bro. Y'all need to be God-fearing. Y'all need to be not short, but very, very selective with your words with God. Do not speak to him lightly. That is what I have learned today. Do not speak to him lightly. I don't know if he is going to forgive me. I don't deserve to be forgiven after making a direct promise to him and breaking it. But no matter what, I'm going to continue to worship him. I'm going to continue to spread his word. I'm going to continue to live to the best of my ability through him each and every single day, and through what he is teaching me and how to live my life. And it's hard to put my words, together, because I just feel so guilty. Especially I don't know. It's just not something easy to ask forgiveness for. It's very, very heavy. And I'm glad I read that verse today. I'm glad I've read that, because that is a very big mistake that I've made. And all I can do is ask for forgiveness and continue to seek him every single day from now on. That's all I can do. And just do my best to stay away from the sins that I struggle with, right? Because we're all human, right? We're not perfect. You see all these guys online, they're living all these crazy lifestyles. Some of them may not, but they just show the highlights of everything. That you think that they're perfect. People are perfect. People don't make mistakes, and you're just seeing the highlights, bro. They're cutting out all the mistakes. They're cutting out all these things that they go through, and they're cutting out all these bad things that they do, and you don't even see half of it. You don't see any of it. So I'm here to be very what is it called, bro? I'm here to live in humility and speak to God with humility and among all of you in humility, and be someone that people can look up to, right? That's who I want to be. And the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is to drop my ego, to drop my understanding in my life, to become more God-fearing, and knowing that if I continue to do this over and over again, he may not forgive me. He may not forgive me. I don't know. But all I can do is drop my ego, drop all the knowledge that I have, and continue to just give my life to God. All right, drop all my understanding that I think I know of this world and how everything works, and instead learn everything from the Word, not from all these gurus online and their crazy things that they may say, but instead get it from the direct source and apply it to my life. So that, I guess that sucked to go through that and read that and make that mistake, but I did what had to be done. I repented, and I'm going to continue living through God each and every single day, like I have been for some time now. And yeah, you gotta realize your mistakes in life, man, and repent. That's all you can do, and then just go from there and try your best. Try your best in life to, stay away from those things that you are out to not do, or trying not to do. Get away from those things that are taking you away from God. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth it, bro. At the end of the day, it is all vanity. It is all what it says in the Bible, vexation of the spirit. And what vexation means, in particular, is irritation. It's irritation of the spirit. It irritates the spirit every single time you give into the lust of the world. Right? And that means a lot of things. That means money. That means, not the best women, not high quality women. That means meaningless sex, obviously. That means food and gluttony. That means, vaping, smoking, drinking, drugs. That means fame. All these things that we may seek in our life that we lust for, they're tearing apart our relationship with God. They're tearing it apart directly, straight in front of His face. And we can just continue to do it over and over again. And a lot of us don't even ask for forgiveness. We don't care what God thinks of us. And that's why I am doing my best each and every single day to read multiple pages of the scripture and to analyze and learn, so that I can learn to become God-fearing. Because at the end of the day, if you are God-fearing, right, you know that God is forgiving, and that He loves you. He loves you, man. He loves you. Why would He not love you if He created you, if He made you? Okay? But you cannot live for yourself in this life. You need to realize your mistakes. You need to ask forgiveness, and you need to live through God. Because when we're all dead, when we are dust, which we all will eventually, no matter how much of a name you create for yourself, eventually you will be forgotten. Nothing will matter besides your spirit, your relationship with God, your soul. Nothing will matter past that point. It's only you and God now. So think about that, bro. Think about that heavily. Every single time that you make that stupid decision, every single time that you go out of your way to mess things up, realize that you are ruining your relationship with God. And it's not the devil's fault. Yes, he may have tempted you, but you decided to go through with it. God knows what you're thinking, bro. Don't ask for forgiveness. Don't pray. Don't go through and say, the devil tempted me. Okay, you're blaming other things, other people for your issues. right? When you know good and well that it was your choice, it was my choice to break that promise. And ultimately, if we become God-fearing, we will get to the point where we will not fall into these lusts of, the world, right? We are going to give our life to God, and we are going to live in Him. We are going to live through Him. Okay, and that is the ultimate goal, is that we completely flesh out everything that doesn't matter. All these things in our world that everyone makes it seem that it's so important. We all need it, right? We all need that new house. We all need that new car that's better than our neighbors. None of that matters. We need to get to the point where none of that matters besides our relationship with God and obeying His commandments and being as close as we can with Him as we possibly can. So I hope all of y'all enjoyed the video today, got something from it. I always want to put, a talking part, a large, talking segment in these videos, because I know that y'all get value from them and can apply it to your life and learn something. And I hope today that y'all are actually able to learn something and you're able to apply it to your life and become a better person, from a better trader. Other than that, that's going to wrap up the day. Right now it's about 5:30. I'm about to go eat in a little bit, as well as literally just chill for the rest of the night until about 8:39, head to bed, and then do it all over again. So again, I appreciate y'all for being here today. Unfortunately, we did not catch the best trade, but it is all good. We took a few good back testing trades. Other than that, appreciate y'all for being here. If y'all want to look into the Discord, it'll be left in the description. And other than that, I thank y'all boys for being here, and peace out.